Alright, we need a way to show consumers that these new Bionicle sets are Bionicle.
Why not put Bionicle on the box?
Nah.
Maybe take the two masks from the Titans and dump them all over the playsets?
Oh my goodness, you're a genius! But won't they notice?
We'll just distract them with a Piraka rap.
Hit it.
Yo, Piraka. Yo, Piraka. The king on the loose, nothing you can do. The beast on the move, we'll be coming through. Trigger coming through. The snake that makes Piraka grow. Yo, Piraka. The king on the loose, nothing you can do. Try my mind, you know you're gonna lose.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a Retired Review. Today we're going to take a look at every Bionicle System playset released in the year of 2006. As you can see here, there were 4 sets released that year, however that number is bumped up to 6 if you consider the promos. A couple of things before I get on to the rest of the video. Firstly, yes, they are all unloaded. This is all the ammunition that comes with all of these sets. I figured it was a little too much setup for something that overall doesn't really impact the look of all of them. I will discuss this in just a brief moment, however. The other thing is, of course, as I will reiterate once more, everything you're going to hear here is going to be my personal opinion. There aren't a whole lot of community opinions that I can pull from, so everything you'll hear is what I think about these sets. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video. So as we can see here, this is everything from 2006. It's an interesting year. There's a lot of good, and it's a great improvement over the prior year. The burps, the big ugly rock pieces, have been toned down in their use. However, they have been replaced by the new through-line piece, which are these plastic pedestals that look like rocks or stairs or something along those lines. I don't find them as egregious as the burps. However, they are far less useful as far as Lego pieces are concerned. In order to get any actual studs on these parts, you have to take a specific piece and place it in 4 different locations on the part. Are they usable? Absolutely. Do they work with the aesthetic? I suppose. They work with the Bionicle aesthetic, maybe not necessarily the Lego one. As far as canonicity is concerned, I'll go ahead and get that out of the way early. Most everything here is at least semi-canon to the Bionicle story. The few exceptions would be the promo items right here, which are completely non-canon, along with the Race for the Mask of Life over here, which is additionally completely non-canon. Everything else has aspects that are considered semi-canon, such as the bridge from over here, the Piraka Stronghold concept from here, and at least the Fenrak spawn concept here, along with the Nektan, which are scattered throughout all of these sets, sans that one. As far as a few things that I might have failed to mention in their individual reviews, let me go ahead and get those out of the way as well. Firstly, the Piraka Stronghold. I did fail to mention that the teeth in the giant Piraka head are glow in the dark, which is super awesome. Additionally, this isn't something I necessarily forgot, but it bears mentioning anyway. In the Piraka Outpost, you are given one of these. Now, in a lot of promotional material, it tells you to use a much slimmer version that has a hole throughout the head of the projectile. However, the one that comes in the actual set is this one, not the slim one. If there are 2 production models that have either or, I'm unaware of that. However, as far as I know, this is the proper one to use. And finally, this is a good segue to talk about the minifigures. Now, the minifigures are greatly improved from the prior year in 2 substantial regards. Firstly, their articulation is substantially better, given that they have any at all. 2005's minifigures for the Bionicle Playsets had no articulation and were essentially statuettes. These are not. They are actual functional minifigures. These minifigures have 6 points of articulation, and it is a fantastic improvement over the prior year's figures. Now, there are a couple of other things that these minifigures do really well. The second thing that is a major improvement, I believe, is the fact that you get individual pieces for these figures, and that includes individual and specific molds for every single character. You have every single Piraka and every single Enika. They all have their proper color schemes and a unique head mold. I think that is wonderful. I understand that's costly. However, I believe that's fantastic as you get to customize, make your own character, and so on and so forth. You didn't have that level of customization with last year's minifigures. Another really nifty thing that these minifigures do is if you take off the hands, or either hand, then you can put a weapon into it. This is advertised on the boxes. I wanted to wait until now to bring this up. That basically covers the minifigures. Comparing them to last year's, they're absolutely wonderful. However, they do have something left to be desired, and that is leg articulation. They still are not up to the level of quality as an actual minifigure. Now, at the end of the day, that doesn't matter too terribly much if you only want to display them, or if you don't care too much about leg articulation and you just want them to waddle around. As far as recommendations are concerned, I highly recommend the Piraka Stronghold. I firmly believe it is one of the best Bionicle system sets. However, I'm of course quite biased. I thought it was really fantastic when it came out, and I still think that. As far as the others are concerned, you can definitely pass on the Race for the Mask of Life. I'm not too big of a fan of it personally. You can definitely pass on the promos. You don't need to worry about those. As far as the Piraka Outpost and the Lava Chamber Gate are concerned, I leave those to your discretion. I think that they're both at least decent sets, especially the Lava Chamber Gate. It has a lot of nifty functions. It looks really imposing, and you get a lot of different minifigures to enjoy. Piraka Outpost is not bad either. However, I feel it's more of a supplementary set, just kind of if you want to get it anyway. I think that the Outpost is really fine, albeit a bit simple. However, the neck 10 looks alright, however, it doesn't function very well at all. I feel like it's a failure of a quality standard that LEGO keeps nowadays. And maybe they didn't keep it back then, however, it just doesn't hold up over time. The final thing worth mentioning is, and a lot of people have been talking about these in the comments, obviously enough, it's all of the Brutaka and Axon masks. You see, you have 5 total Axon masks, and you have 3 total Brutaka masks. It's really bizarre. It just feels like they're kind of slapped on. I'm not really sure why. It doesn't even look all that Bionicle-y. It just looks like people put a bunch of masks on these sets to kind of suggest, hey, you can get this mask this way, or you can buy the other set over here. It just seems a tad peculiar to me. At the end of the day, I firmly believe these sets are a great improvement over 2005's. I think these are a good starting point when discussing what fans would want in a System Bionicle theme. I don't necessarily think they're perfect, however, they're a good gateway into both System and Bionicle, at the very least. And I think that about covers everything. If there's something I forgot or messed up on, please let me know in the comments below. I certainly appreciate it, and I read everything. Hopefully you have all enjoyed these reviews. Hopefully they have been informative and helped you make decisions as to whether or not you want to get any of these at all. Alright, so I got a challenge for everyone. That's right. I don't usually do this kind of a thing, but I have a challenge. So, if you finished this video, if you got to the end, you got to this point, I want you to post in the comments, 2007 playset reviews are happening. Okay? 2007 playset reviews are happening. Now, if you get to this point, post that in the comments below. I'm not certain why, given my track record, a lot of people doubt that I will be doing the 2007 Bionicle playset reviews. The obvious answer is yes. I'm going to do them. I just need to take a small break in order to collect one more and then actually make the videos. But of course I'm going to do them. It'd be absurd not to, especially since I've done everything else. And that is the point of the retired reviews. They are to look over full themes that have been retired. I know I did Bionicle with the recap reviews. I had the recent reviews for the Next Wave Bionicle, and the retired reviews are starting out with these. So again, I'm going to do 2007 playset reviews. Please understand. I don't know exactly when they're going to come back, but they will. I promise. And that about covers it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Once again, I don't know when I'll be back with more retired reviews, but stay tuned. They are going to happen. And that's all. Thank you so very much once again, and have a wonderful day. I'll see you all next time.